cut up the cabbage. Last time I cut them too big, they didn't fit in the food processor. Probably throw this. Bubba, you missed it. Hot. So I got some hot water. I'm gonna put it in here just a little bit. And swish it around. There you go. Not too much. I just need to disinfect this guy. 5 cabbages that we got at the farmer's market cost us 12 bucks. And so this is just thyme. Here we go. This is 4 cabbages. I'll shred it up, and then next step will be to add some salt, mix it around as I pound it down, and we'll see how it goes. Let's look in there. So you can kind of see it is roughly less than half what it was raw. Now it's been, you know, partially cooked with the salt and pounding it out. And so what I'll do is I'll put the weights in there and then wait. Interesting how that works, right? So these weights, these guys here, I cleaned them so that they're disinfected, and I will put them in here as they weigh down. They're fairly light. I think I could have gotten bigger, heavier weights for this. And then for the first 24 hours, I will put a weight on there, probably half-gallon glass bottle of water, put it on there, and then press it down because I want the liquid to come up over the cabbage. And if you read in St. Cat's book, you want, if the water doesn't come up over the cabbage, then what I'll do is I'll make a salt brine, and I'll have water, I'll heat it up, make sure kill any bugs in there, add salt, let it cool down, and then I'll add it in here to make sure it goes, make sure it at least covers the cabbage in here. And then when that's done, I'll clean all this out, of course, and then I will put the lid on it, pour a little bit of water so it's an airtight seal, and then let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Last batch I did about this size, I let it sit for 6 weeks. So we'll see. I'll try. Hey, we're back. Just wanted to show you there is, whoops, I got a light here, that the liquid has risen. You can see the bubblies, so it's already started to ferment. I think there's enough liquid. I gotta push down the edges to make sure all the cabbage is under the liquid, and then I'll seal it here, and this will create a nice watertight seal around here, like that. And then as the cabbage ferments, CO2 will come off, push the lid up a little bit, come off through the water and out, so no outside air gets in, only the carbon dioxide gets out. That's it. Not so much. I'd like to see it a little bit over the kraut or the cabbage to make really tasty kraut. So I made a salt brine last night in anticipation here, and I boiled some water, put some salt in it, put it in a mason jar, let it cool, and then let's see, it's got some suction to it. Oh, there we go. There it is. And I'm just gonna put the salt brine to help keep the cabbage under the surface. Just pat that down. And that should be it. And then I'll wait a couple weeks, try it, see where the kraut is, and then probably wait a minimum of 4 weeks. I'll keep it covered. Hey, let's take a look how the sauerkraut's doing. It's been 1 week. Let's see, I got a little section there with the liquid, the water, put in there. Let's see, it looks like I could push it down a little bit more. Smells pretty good. Liquid's up on one side, but I'm gonna make sure and keep it pressed down underneath the liquid. So water still in the ring, so it's kept a pretty good seal. I added more water, I think once or so. Let's take a look inside. So we got a light here. So you can see that the liquid came up over the cabbage, so it's been submerged in there. So that's a positive. You can see I put a bowl top of the cabbage, put the weights on top of the bowl so it'll keep the cabbage submerged. All right, let's we got some jars of kraut. I got some leftover liquid that was in the bottom of the pickling crock. I'm just gonna add a little bit here. Let that soak down. Add a little bit here. There we go. Let's see how this goes here. Turned out okay. And then last bit. This jar will be for the farmers markets ladies. They gave me some cabbage, and that's it. So what are we looking at here? So we're looking at basically a gallon and a half of sauerkraut. Original cost for the cabbage, $12, and then 5 weeks. I think I could have gotten away with 4 weeks. I would like it a little bit more crispy. So we'll wait for the next batch. This will probably last me, I don't know, like a year, something like that. We'll see. All right, later.